You're listening to Kpoppin, getting your K-pop fix with DJ Isa.
Ugly Truth. It's time to have Sooyoon of Royal Paris in the studio. Hello.
Hello.
So, it looks like you guys are really gearing up for the new album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we just got done with our show last Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Our writer went to go see you guys.
Oh yeah, I
went to go
heard.
see
I
you
heard.
guys, yeah.
I didn't run into her. there,
Yeah,
but-
no. She said that she saw you guys. And she went to go see another team.
Yeah.
But you guys came on like the hottest time of the day. It was like bright and sunny. Then all of a sudden it started downpouring, and then she didn't get a chance to see the team that she originally went to go see. But she said that you guys did really good, and you had a lot of foreign fans there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Have
Yeah.
fun?
We had a signing event too.
Oh,
so
really?
We got to see some of our fans face to face.
Okay.
That was pretty good.
So it was really hot outside.
Oh, I was really gladly it didn't rain while we were playing.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Yeah.
I mean, because even for idols, like dancing in the rain is bad, but you guys have instruments.
Yeah, so we can't get shocked and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, not me because I'm playing acoustic drums, but
Yeah.
guys are playing guitars.
Yeah, they literally get shocked.
Yeah.
All right, well, we've got some pretty long stories today, which we love.
Yeah.
And some interesting stories too. So let's just jump straight into our stories for today on Ugly Truth. Our first one is from the USA.
Yep. It's from Julie Hong. I recently got scouted by a popular clothing company. I started working there about 2 months ago. And around the time I started, a fellow male coworker asked me out to coffee. I thought he was just being friendly. Everything was going great until he asked me whether or not I was in a relationship. I responded that yes, I was in a relationship, and I still am. And he promptly changed the subject. Since that coffee incident, he has made it very clear that he was actively pursuing me to be in an open relationship with him. And I am assuming you know what I mean by open.
Yes, we do.
He has asked me whether or not I've ever cheated, to which I replied that to which I said no in return, and it made him question why he couldn't be my first.
Oh my God.
When I replied that I wanted to stay faithful, he laughed in my face. He has a reputation as a player, and he has made it his goal to make sure I don't ignore him whenever I go to work. He's very pushy and cocky and arrogant. I would rather not tell my boyfriend about this entire thing because I know that he will want me to be removed immediately from my work. But I also don't want to file a complaint to my supervisor because I'd only recently had begun working and I don't want to make a bad impression. Do I tell my boyfriend, or do I need to file a complaint? Or any help, all help will be much appreciated. 이사건 예수 오빠.
All right, so team A is talk with a boyfriend and look for a solution together. B, don't make it a big deal, refuse him completely.
All right.
Which is easier said than done. But A or B, that is our team A or team B. I've actually been in a situation like this.
Okay.
No, these are not my stories. No, these are not my stories. No, so I met this guy.
Yeah.
I was single at the time I met the guy. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Yeah.
So, because I don't live in the same area as he does, it would have ended up being a long distance relationship. So
Yeah.
it would have been something that we'd have to work on. So, just a little flirting here and there. That was it. And then I got a boyfriend. And then I thought it would stop, but it only got worse. So it really was kind of like what this guy was doing to Julie. Constantly sending me texts and messages. And if I didn't text him back, he would text me with like another messenger, or he would just like text me, even though it was long distance.
Yeah.
if I wasn't using a certain messenger, he would text me another way or call me or do something.
Yeah.
And it was really uncomfortable because obviously I was in a relationship. And this continued on and continued on and continued on. And I told this person that I was not interested anymore.
Yeah.
And I was like, we can still be friends, but no more than friends.
Yeah.
And he just didn't get it through to him. And so pretty much the only thing that I've been doing these days is just I've completely blocked him. So
I see.
any form of communication, phone wise or anything, I've just pretty much blocked him.
Yeah.
So he's now spam on my phone. Because if I just erased him, I was afraid that he was the number was going to keep popping up. So I just completely blocked him on my phone. So honestly, I can't really say much because I just ignored the situation.
Yeah.
If you'd say it.
Yeah.
So talking to the boyfriend though, I don't know. Talking to the boyfriend, I don't think is going to be a really good idea.
Yeah, I agree. Because things are gonna get really messy. I think. Yeah.
So let's see what if you were in a relationship.
Yeah.
And your girlfriend came up one day and said, so there's a guy that's harassing me at work.
Yeah.
What would you do? I mean, I think that all guys would probably go and try to beat him up. Beat the living days out of him. What would you do?
Well, first of all, I think I'll be like, why did you have a coffee with him?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Why did you have coffee with him?
And I don't know, because I don't think it would solve this problem by just going into her work and facing the guy, like have a fight, because it's just gonna be messy, and I think the reputation of my girlfriend is gonna be ruined by everybody who works in the industry. And even if she quit that job and go to another clothing brand shop, I think, because it's so small, that clothing industry, like everyone's gonna remember her as that person. So I don't want to do that, but yeah, I'll just make her quit her job.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
which she doesn't want here.
If you would have liked, so the situation is she doesn't know if she should tell her boyfriend or not. If your girlfriend was having this kind of problem, would you rather know, or would you rather have her take care of this by herself and you being oblivious to the fact that this happened?
Well, if she's getting physically harassed, I would want to know. Okay. But like in this situation, I think there's a possibility that she can handle it by herself. Okay. Yeah, because I think she has to be way more stronger than she's doing right now, I think. I'm not sure how strong she is doing it right now, but because the guy is, I think, really enjoying this situation.
Yeah, I think he's enjoying making fun of, like, just like constantly picking on her. Yeah. He's taking a lot of enjoyment in this.
And I'm guessing it's because her reaction is probably what he wants.
Yeah, is what he wants.
And her reaction is probably like being embarrassed or shy or being not sure of how to, Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Julie, I think that not necessarily A or B. I'd have to say B, but not make a big deal out of it. I think B, but what Sooyoon was saying, like, stop reacting to him. I think you're feeding him to do this more and more. You're kind of provoking him to do it.
She's saying that he's making sure that she can't ignore him, but I'm not sure how he's doing that.
Well, I mean, if they work in a clothing store, I'm guessing either behind the counter or in back, or while they're doing their rounds on the floor, he's probably just kind of like, maybe he'll knock off a t-shirt that's in her section that she has to pick up again and then refold. If she's at the cashier, maybe just kind of, start picking on her or doing something.
Well,
he is a bully. I mean, it's not your fault that he's doing this. He is a bully in this. Maybe you should change your reaction, though. Maybe that will help. But I don't think you should tell your boyfriend. Yeah. That's only going to lead to bad things. Because then your boyfriend's going to be like, what's his name? Where does he live? What's your social security number? It might get dirty. But I know that you are in a hard... You're in between a rock and a hard place. Because
I think it's better for her to tell her boss or... Yeah. Do you think so?
I know where she is because it is a little bit. If she files a complaint, it's going to be a little awkward because I don't know how long the guy's been working there. But if he has a good reputation with the
boss,
then that could be a problem.
Yeah.
So amongst the girls in the clothing store, he might be known as the player.
Yeah.
But for her to file a complaint, it's kind of like at school, you become the tattletale.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, they're picking on me. And then the teacher is just like, come here. And then it just makes things worse.
Yeah.
So I know that filing a complaint is really going to be hard in her situation.
Yeah.
I'd say try to deal with this your own way.
Yeah.
But on your own terms. So I understand where you are. You're in between a rock and a hard place. This is super, super hard to deal with. In my situation, I pretty much ignored it. So that's how it happened. But
maybe you should tell him that you are open. I mean, you can cheat. I can cheat, but I don't want to cheat with you. Okay?
That might put him in his place.
You're not my type at all. You know. You should definitely like tell it. I think because obviously he's not innocent, but I think Julie is somewhat more pure, I guess.
Yeah, more naive, a little more naive.
Yes,
Innocent,
and I think he is enjoying that fact. So maybe if you're like, oh, like I don't care, like, but not with you, you know, because you're so not my type, you know.
I think if you put him in his place, it would help. It really would help. It's kind of cheesy, but you know, if you watch a lot of those high school dramas or college dramas and like or movies, when the jock or somebody gets put in their place, they're like, oh, they're like, oh, and you know, they're immature. So I'm guessing fight fire with fire in that aspect. I know that you're the more mature one in this.
Yeah.
So you're the one that's constantly thinking about your outcome, which is good. Because if you were immature, you wouldn't think about this. I'd have to go with B, though. It's not a big deal, but I think you should step up to him in a different way. Okay, so you two, Sooyoon?
Yeah, B.
Okay, so I'm going with B. I'm kind of afraid that if you told your boyfriend, things would get really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of our listeners are already sending in their thoughts. So plan A or plan B? That's what we're asking for today. For Julie, one of her male coworkers is constantly harassing her, saying like, oh, why don't you think about being in an open relationship with me? Why don't you dump your boy for me? That kind of stuff. He has a reputation for being a player, and she doesn't know what to do. She's sick of him. Should she A, tell her boyfriend and get things settled that way, or B, we're not saying to like fuss up with it, but more so stand up to him a little bit more. And I don't think filing a complaint would help either. All right. Well, what we're going to do is take a quick song break before we come back and find out what our next story is talking about. Block B is singing 가서 전해, Go Say, and we will see you guys after this. All right, with that, we are back, and that was Block B for us. So we're looking at our first story today, which is Julie.
Yeah.
For an A and B. So there's a guy harassing her at work. She is in a relationship, but he keeps trying to hit on her. He's kind of like, if you were to be in an open relationship with me. So he's pretty much being an ass, if I could say that.
Yeah.
But what should she do? She doesn't want to file a complaint because she just started 2 months ago. So she's asking, should she tell her boyfriend, which is Team A, or Team B, start stepping up to him in a different way? And Sooyoon and I both agree that she should do it the other way around. So B. Yeah. All right. Jessica is sending in a story from the US of A.
All right. Hello, Kpoppin. This is the first time I'm writing something on the message board. My boyfriend is a musician. He's a drummer of his band, me. And we've been together since high school. I know all of his band members because we went to the same high school together.
Okay.
They're all great. And they have some fans. Wherever they go, the fans follow them to watch them playing. I really appreciate their love for my boyfriend's band. But some of their fans are bothering me sometimes. I don't know how they got my boyfriend's number, but when we have time together, they call him and ask how he's doing. My boyfriend said some of them actually have asked him if he has a girlfriend, and he said yes. So I think most of them know that he has a girlfriend, which is me. I want to ask Sooyoon, since you are in the same position, if you have a girlfriend, and if she got jealous over your fans, how would you think about your girlfriend? I'm afraid to tell my boyfriend about this. Am I too small-minded?
No, you're not small-minded.
Yeah.
It's natural to get jealous.
Yeah.
It's natural. You know, the biggest downside to dating a celebrity or somebody in this business is that because they have fans, from the girl's point of view, they get such extravagant gifts from their fans that I don't know what to get them.
Oh, I see.
Like for birthdays or like Christmas or stuff like that, or like for our anniversary. Because the fans like are giving them,
so
you know,
love.
name brands and like they fold origami like hawks and like they put so much time and effort into their gifts. I'm just like, what do I get him?
I see.
It's so hard to beat the fans. So for a girl's perspective, it is a really big burden. I mean, we love the fact that our significant others are getting loved, and you know that's how they make their money.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is a big issue of jealousy. It's not that we don't trust you. It's just the fact that we don't like them clinging on you so much.
I see.
So we need this. So all of us girls, we need this from you, Sooyoon.
Okay.
So what should us girls do as girlfriends?
Well, first of all, I think it's perfectly normal to get jealous. I've never had the experience dating a celebrity, so I never had to. I mean, I never knew that girls are thinking that way. Yeah,
we do. We're very jealous. We hate everything that your fans do to you. No, just kidding.
But I think to a certain point, I think it's pretty cute. If I had a girlfriend and she was like, I'm jealous because of your fans, I would think it's kind of cute because it's showing signs of affection, I guess. Oh, she actually really likes me because she feels jealousy, you know?
Okay.
But as long as you're not crazy about it, you know, like,
as long as you're not obsessive.
Tell your fans like you hate them or something, you know? Or, but I think a better way for me is if a girl was like, oh, I don't care about your fans like liking you, you know, I don't care because I'm like that confident, you know. If a girl's like, I'm so confident that I don't even get jealous over it, like I'm so like cool with it, you know. And I'll think, wow, she's really like one of a kind, you know. Well, she's really a big girl, you know, independent. Oh, she's different from other girls, you know. I think if you either pretend it, or
either pretend that you don't care,
or really like be confident about yourself, and if you can do that, I think that would be better. But if not, you know, like showing a little jealousy is, I think, perfectly fine. I think he would think that you're kind of cute.
Okay. Because girls, this is a huge thing. This is a huge thing because we feel that obviously when you go on stage, you don't think of your girlfriends. I know that this is true, but all the girlfriends want that not to be. You know what I mean? We also become a fan of you when you go on stage.
I see.
So we are just like your other fans, but we're special because we're actually dating you. But I do understand where Jessica is coming from. So Sooyoon's giving you an ultimatum. Either be super confident and play it off like you don't care, or just fess up and be like, yeah, your fans do
make me jealous.
Yeah, make me jealous.
But I think I'm pretty sure he had a girlfriend before you, or girlfriends. He probably got this a lot, you know, like girlfriends being like, I'm jealous, blah blah blah. So maybe this, if you're like, oh, I'm cool with it, maybe he would think like you're really special. Yeah.
So in the end, pretty much just fess up that you're that you don't care.
Yeah. That's my recommendation.
Oh no!
Just be cool. Like, oh, I don't care. I'm better. I'm
better than they are.
I'm like the only girl that you can have. Like, I'm like the perfect girlfriend.
I think us girls need a little bit of this. Obviously we are the girlfriend in the relationship, but because the fans, and I feel that this is probably why Jessica is getting upset even more, is because we feel that some of the fans are pretty or prettier than we are.
Yeah.
So, would you ever dump your current girlfriend for a fan?
Not necessarily for a fan, but if I see that fan as a girl, I guess it's possible. But yeah, well, if I fall in love with that person more than my girlfriend, I guess that's possible.
Okay, so you're seeing more of them as a person, not as just a fan.
It depends, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, because especially when it comes to bands, we're more into the the fan base being groupies, and those groupies tend to be, and this is the stereotype of groupies in the US. Girls flashing people, they take their shirts off so they can like get signatures on their breasts and stuff like that. We see like some groupies get really they push the limit when it comes to very aggressive when they come to liking their bandmates. So I'm guessing that's probably why she's kind of
I see
worried as well, is because I mean, a pretty girl throwing themselves at my boyfriend, if I'm not there, if we get in a fight, is he gonna stay faithful to me? I guess that's probably why she's trying to ask this. But Michelle is giving you some good advice, Jessica. Remember, he picked you and you're with him for a reason. So getting jealous is okay, but still.
Yeah.
And Brenda's saying the real jealous ones are the fans. I mean, you're the one that's dating him.
Oh, wow.
Just enjoy it and be more confident in yourself. Make him change his number too. I think that wouldn't be a bad idea. So I think Brenda has had a little experience with jealousy.
That was pretty good. That was a good advice.
Natharine is saying it's so normal to be jealous because you care about it.
Yeah.
So do you ever see yourself being the jealous type? Have you ever gotten jealous in a relationship?
Well, not compared to most guys. I think I don't think I get jealous that much. Yeah.
Okay. So you're not really that big of a jealous
person.
person.
I'm more like, whatever. Whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right. So hopefully that helped, Jessica. It is kind of hard, but yeah, I mean, obviously there is a reason why he chose you.
Yeah.
And I do have to say that if he ends up not staying faithful to you, he's not worth your time.
Yeah.
Trust me, he's not worth your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just okay to be jealous and kind of show it a little bit.
Yeah. Showing slight jealousy is not that bad.
I think it's actually necessary in the relationships, sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like, I think most guys would feel, oh, my girlfriend actually loves me, or like, oh, she's so cute,
So it's not suffocating.
Yeah.
Well, a small amount.
Yeah,
small amount.
Small amount.
If she starts stalking your phone, that's a little...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And too much seems like, oh, she's so not confident of herself, which, makes guys feel like, oh, maybe I could get a better girl. Yeah.
Okay. So don't make it seem like you have low self-esteem.
Yeah, self-esteem is so important.
Okay.
Yeah.
So stay confident, but just remember that a little jealousy is not going to kill you.
Yeah.
So just remember that. Hopefully that helped, Jessica. If you have any more questions, or if you want to give us a more detailed story behind this, maybe there was an incident that one of the fans did that really just crossed the board, just crossed the line, and you really wanted to ask about that, you can also send in another follow-up ugly truth to this. Going back to our first story, as you continue to send in Team A or Team B, Team A is for Julie, who sent in a message saying that she's in a relationship right now. She's just started working at a clothing company about 2 months ago. A guy's being a big jerk and starting to harass her, kind of saying like, oh, let's be in an open relationship, cheat on your boyfriend, let me be the first, that kind of stuff. He's being a capital A. Yeah. And all she wants to do is get him off her back. She doesn't want to file a complaint, but she doesn't know what to do. So does she A, tell her boyfriend, or B, trying to confront him in a different way and put her foot down.
Yeah.
Sooyoon and I have chosen B. Some of our listeners are choosing A. Some of you are choosing B. We are giving out Sooyoon's signed T-shirt today, so remember that. And continue to send either Team A or Team B. If you have any more advice for Jessica as well, you can send that in too.
All right.
In the meantime, let's listen to some more music. Vix is singing "아이돌 하기 싫어." I don't want to be an idol. And we'll see you guys after this. We are back. We're still accepting A or B for Julie constantly being in an open relationship with him, even though she's in a relationship at the moment. So, what should she do? Either Team A, tell her boyfriend, or Team B, just try and suck up to him just a little bit more. All right. What's our last story for today?
It's from Singapore.
Okay.
It's from Jin. Hi, Isaac and Sooyoon. I have a best friend who helps me a lot through my school life. Recently, she started to like somebody. She is very outgoing and bright, so she wrote a letter trying to talk to him. She also buys him something, and she's doing everything that she can do. But the problem is the boy doesn't like her. How do I know? He asked me to stop her.
Oh, no!
I feel so sad, and I don't know what to do. What would you do? Should I tell her the truth? But how? I don't know. I don't want to make her sad.
Oh, no. Poor Jin.
She's so sweet.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is such a sad
Oh, so sad.
story.
Jin, don't say anything.
Yep.
Don't say anything.
I agree. Yeah.
This came up last week and the week before.
Yeah.
It's going to end up being you are the problem.
Yeah.
So you're going to be the problem. It's like somebody in an abusive relationship. It's like
Yeah.
somebody in a cheating relationship. Don't open your mouth.
You know, I actually have a very similar story about me and my friend.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I had a friend which his name rhymes with like Sooyoon.
Okay.
Which is Moon.
I just love how you just put his name out there. I didn't ask. You could lie.
Yeah, but
okay.
yeah, his name rhymes with Sooyoon, which is Moon.
Which is Moon.
Yeah. Well,
sorry, Moon.
Yeah. Well, when we were in high school, Moon was actually very innocent.
Really?
Yeah, he was super innocent.
I think he still is.
Yeah, but back then even more.
So very
yeah.
naive.
Yeah, very naive, very innocent, and actually, I'm younger than him. But during that time, I was more. My eyes were more open to like
Okay, more mature.
more mature in like relationship wise, I guess. And when he started liking this girl, right?
Okay.
And
Oh no.
and I was also friends with that girl too.
Okay.
And for me, it was so obvious that she was not interested
Oh no.
in Moon, right?
But he liked her.
Yeah, and I told Moon, hey, I don't think it's gonna work. I work out, so maybe you can start liking somebody else, blah blah. But he was like, oh no, like I think I like her, right? And it was so obvious she was giving him false hopes, and like she was trying to use him, you know, because Moon can drive, and she would use him to get rides and stuff like that.
Oh my goodness, so mean.
Yeah, it was super mean, and so I told her like, I know you don't like him, so why are you like doing that? And then she was like, oh, maybe you can tell him like that I don't like him, right? So I actually told him, I was like, I don't think she likes you, but then, yeah, as you said, it was like, oh, you don't know.
Yeah, see,
you don't know our situation.
See, they don't believe you.
Yeah, and yeah, because that person doesn't act the same way when she's like, even if she, for my situation, even even though she was like, "Oh, can you tell Moon that I don't like him?" But when she's talking with Moon, she acts differently.
She was flirting.
Yeah. She
and
would still do
dropping
that.
hints.
Yeah. So
She's so mean.
yeah. But the funny thing is, after me and Moon went to college, she started liking Moon back.
So the tables turned.
Yeah, after Moon like stopped liking her, like.
So the tables turned.
Yeah, so that was the funny thing.
Karma.
Yeah, karma. Yeah.
All right. And it seems like, okay, Zora's had the same situation. So
Yeah.
my friend really liked someone, but the boy didn't like her.
Yeah.
And he told me that he didn't like her. So I was close friends with both. I actually told my friend that he was not interested. I explained to her that it's not over, and she are, there's plenty of people in the world.
Yeah.
Like there's 7 billion other people in this world, so you can choose.
Yeah.
And she was actually very thankful that I told her.
Oh wow.
So it gave her time to get over him and find another better guy, and I'm still close friends with both of them. All right.
That's
so
great.
that's a good example.
Yeah, that's a good example.
Sooyoon's is the more obvious example. I have to say that Zora's example is maybe like 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
And Sooyoon's example is 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 times, Jin, it doesn't work because,
They're so blinded.
They're
right?
blinded
'Cause
by
they like
exactly
the person.
They like that person, so like, no, you don't know. Last time when I saw her, she kneeled over and I could like smell her perfume, and that's close enough for me to know that she likes me. You know what I mean? They will make up any small excuse.
They want to grab onto that hope,
That hope.
which is valid.
Throwing your member under the bus for
Yeah.
the sake of entertainment.
Yeah.
I love this.
But I just wanted to say that the table turned around and then the karma happened.
Exactly.
But Moon didn't do anything like mean to her. Moon didn't like her back. So.
Oh, okay. So he just was like, sorry.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't care about you.
You had your
anymore.
chance.
Yeah.
You had your chance. Okay, so I mean, obviously, the truth is going to hurt, but yeah. Michelle is saying even if your friend won't believe you, just do it. Okay, so Michelle is actually saying to tell her, the last thing you want is her feelings to get more hurt if she continues.
Yeah.
So if she listens to you, so Jin, I guess try. A lot of our listeners are pushing you to try and say yes. Tell her that, he just doesn't like you.
Well, for me, I would say just drop hints, but not say it,
Yeah.
Because I'm for Jin. Because I
Me too.
don't know Jin's friend, so I'm for Jin's. But, even if she gets hurt, though, I think it's good. It's like for her experience, like she would grow from it. So even that that hurt in this situation, I think it's okay.
Okay.
Like let her get hurt.
Okay.
From this experience,
So she can grow.
Yeah, she can grow. Yeah.
Okay. Jin, if you want, we said this last week with a very similar story, but it was very different.
Yeah.
Try to keep your friend occupied. So I know that you guys are close and you guys have, you see this guy a lot. I'm trying to think that maybe try and lessen your meetings with the guy. We talked about this, I think, the last week or the week before, how my first experience with just Koreans was at church, and I thought that all the guys were cute. And it was because I was in that small youth group, and I thought that every guy in my youth group was cute. And if he played the guitar, he was even cuter. If he was on praise band, he was even cuter. If he was our teacher, he was even cuter. So I think that we all go through those phases. So try to get her away from him. Maybe would wake her up to be like, why did I think he was cute? Because trust me, all of us, I mean, even Sooyoon, like some of the girls are maybe like characters or like females or like artists that you liked when you were younger, or even girls in your class. You look at your yearbook, you're like, why did I like her?
Yeah.
I mean, we all have those
happened.
people.
Yeah.
We look at our yearbook and we're like, why did I like that person? So you might be able to open her eyes to a new good-looking guy. So Jin, I think that maybe if you don't have the heart to tell her, which I probably wouldn't have the heart to tell her either, you might want to help her by trying to keep her preoccupied with another guy or K-pop or a hot boy band like UKISS or VIX or keep her preoccupied.
Yeah, and just be there for her when she realizes
That.
truth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or maybe it'll work at the end. You know, maybe she'll keep on pursuing him, and
they might end. They might start dating.
Yeah.
He might think
you never know. You know.
You never know.
Yeah.
All right, and for the story that you told earlier, Sooyoon, Brenda was like, "Oh, wow, she's just a horrible girl. Poor Moon. That's just horrible." Well, at least he got over it.
See,
well, that was in high school.
Yeah, and Moon grew a lot from it, so let it be.
All right, let's go back to our first story for today. For Julie, it looks like Team B won. So I think that if Sooyoon chooses something, our fans like to choose what Sooyoon chooses. So,
honestly, this story was really hard to choose.
Yeah, no, it's because I feel that it's no winning story.
Yeah, and
it's
this shirt was really hard to sign. So I kind of messed it up a little bit. So sorry about that, but hopefully.
He actually just signed it like I did, and our writer was just like, "Could you do something else?" And he wrote Arirang. So obviously, Sooyoon and I are really bad drawers.
Yeah.
We just like to sign our signatures, and that's it.
I can't really draw.
I can't either. So I just did my signature too. That's
awesome.
It. Exactly. That's the best way to go. Team B won. There was actually a lot of great advice.
All right.
I wanted to go with Shreya though. So Shreya from Bangladesh, we're gonna go with you today. Her advice was seriously just refuse him completely. If you don't, then I feel that it might be a dangerous situation.
Yeah.
I don't like playboys and I don't like the way he is. I feel that he just likes to look for girls and just like break their hearts. It's a game to him.
Yeah.
So you should stay away from him as much as possible and just focus on your career. I think that's pretty much what everybody else was saying, but she was the most innocent answer that we had.
I a good idea popped into my mind.
Okay, what?
Maybe she can make herself look really unattractive.
But she works at a clothes store. She can't do that. She has an image to obtain.
Oh man, this story is really hard.
It's really hard. And I feel it's like those bullying stories. It's really hard to stop bullying. Because,
I really want to help, but I don't know how to.
But I feel that what we talked about earlier was, if you get a reaction out of somebody that you wanted, then you're going to constantly do it. I found that out in school the hard way.
Yeah.
So, if you stop acting the way you do, so let's say he's like, yo, so let's be in an open relationship. Do what Sooyoon said. Yeah, I would love to be in an open relationship, but not with you.
Yeah.
Start commenting on stuff that would hurt his ego. Maybe his appearance.
Yeah.
How small his hands are. That kind of stuff. I don't know. Something to crush his ego, and that might help. All right, so Shreya, we're going to be sending you the gift. So name, number, and address.
All right.
We have Evening Glow with their track 혼자라도 괜찮아. I'm okay by myself. Enjoy this track, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.
Bye.